the house of God. $50 or more. The house of God. The house of God. The house of God. The house of God. $50 or more. God's house. The house of God. 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 God's house. God. The house of God. 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 God. $50 or more. Isn't that powerful? Now let me tell you something. We're still beautifying God's house. I need 100 people to write me this week and send a love offering of $50 or more. Let God use you this week for His glory. Let us beautify the house of God together. I am excited about the house of God. God, God, 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 the house of God. God, isn't that powerful? Oh, we love our own houses, but it's time to fall in love with God's house, to fall in love with doing something for the house of God. I need at least 100 of you listening now to write me and send $50 or more this week for the ministry itself, for the work of God, for the beautification of the house of God. And when you send something for God's house, God's going to put a miracle in your house. $50 or more.